We had a company call me twice. They called from Texas twice and said, "You ready? The guy will be there within an hour." And he never showed up. Twice.
He said to me, "Okay, I have another person," and I rolled my eyes and I went, "Please, one more time." I said, "Blake, you've already said that 3 times. This is the third. If this one falls through and they do not show up, then we're done." So she called him and said, "Can I call back?" And we were out on the road, and I was driving, and it came through my phone on the car, and she starts talking to me. And right away I got very defensive. I'm like, I don't know if I'm interested in doing this. And you know, she was very nice, and she said, "I don't blame you, I understand. I would do the same thing." And I could finally relate to somebody, and she sounded like she was relating to the situation that we had already been in. When you're working full time, you date every little time you have to do an awful lot of things in the couple of days. And I didn't have time to be sitting around waiting for people to say, "We'll show up," but oh, we're not. You know, so you know, she said, "Please give me a chance, please, I promise." And you know what? It was the best experience we had. She was very knowledgeable, very straightforward, not high pressure, no high pressure at all, because that turns me off no matter what it is that you're trying to sell me.
She sent us a lot of videos to look at,
Yeah.
to understand.
That's awesome.
And
Answered a lot of questions.
half in life is being able to trust the person that came. And I'll tell you, she's delightful, Liz. She's nice to talk to. And we still converse back and forth a little.
Don't ever ask me, because I don't really care about solar panels. Because I didn't. I didn't really think about the benefits. I didn't think about how it's going to impact our life and save. And I didn't think about the impact it would have on the future. These are the couple of things that are very important with this company that I've never seen before. Not only did she answer the call, every time that he would call, she'd call him right back. Even to now, she will call back immediately, or as soon as she can. She doesn't let a time period go by. But the owner of the company actually called him and gave him his cell number. No one does that. And he's already called Blake back a few times over the 6 months or so that we've had the panels. That's impressive, because companies don't do that. I did a lot of research, checking out the company, checking them out on Yelp to see what people said, good and bad. Very little bad, a lot of positive. A lot of it was out of the Orlando office, where they do installing up in Orlando, but generally it was very positive feedback that made me feel comfortable the second time she came back, that okay, we're with a reputable company and not a fly-by-night that's going to be out of business in 6 months, and we will never have a warranty, never have anybody to talk to, or never get coverage if something goes wrong. And a couple of things have already gone wrong, but they were addressed immediately. And these are all positive things to show the integrity of a company that's out there, and that they're going to be around for a while. Your owner has instilled in everyone that it's very, very important when a customer is concerned, or a customer calls like him, you know, "Oh my God, my panels are black," you know, to try to talk them off the ledge and try to encourage them that, okay, Blake, it's going to be taken care of. Yeah, we can't do anything about it right this second, but we are going to address it. That's the important thing. You don't want to ever call a company after you've made a large investment like this to be told, "Oh, we'll have somebody get back to you in 48 hours. No. And that doesn't appear to be the situation, and if it was, we would have already seen that. Very easy.
They were delightful.
They were very easy. They didn't make a mess.
Yep.
And they were here when they said they were going to be here. The only thing that they left behind was a sign out there. But no, we did not have a bad experience at all. We really, truly did it from the very beginning till now. So I'm pretty confident that anybody that does enter into a contract with your company is very lucky, and they're gonna be as satisfied as
And
we are.
you're installed.
I have 3 grandchildren, and I want them to have the best world they can, and I don't see it right now. It frightens me that all the things I had as a child, going outside, having green trees, having parks, having sunshine every day, having all of these things, we're destroying our environment, and they're going to lose them, and they won't ever come back once they're gone. It makes me very angry to see how frivolous we are with the environment, and little things that everyone can do, and everybody in this world, if they took the time and did them. Recycling, picking up your trash, sorting out your recycles, little things that everybody can do and make a difference, and you truly can make a difference, and everybody does it. People just are too busy and they don't care, and it doesn't affect them right now, or it's not going to affect them in 20 years. So what do I care? What do I care what the next generation? No, you have to care what the next generation and what they're going to have, because they're relying on us. We have to think about what's going to happen down the road, and I want the future generation to be able to have the things that we gave to our kids when they were young, which was to have go outside and have clean air, to be able to breathe and not be choked up with asthma and everything.
Oh, I think they look fine up there. No, the guys did a magnificent job. And as long as they did what they're supposed to do, and they do all the right measuring, so when they're drilling into a truss, not into the roof. They're doing everything right. And like you said, those panels have become part of my house with the trusses. The trusses, I would have to have a tornado where my roof goes down the street before those panels are going to leave my house.
Yep.
The trusses will leave the house at the same time as those panels. Those panels are going nowhere.
Me the next day and say, hey, come over and have some coffee.
Okay.
Has it been easy to work with Nick, or what is the process like?
Nick always answers. He's very, well, he tells me 24 hours a day, but I wouldn't do that.
Oh, you can. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, but that's,
Thank you for being a Goldin Solar customer.
you don't look like I thought you'd look.
No?
As I said, you've been delightful. Every time I call, you answer. I can't complain about that.
No, it's a pleasure to meet you. So I knew I was excited the day I called you, say, hey, can we come out and do a little interview? And you were like, yeah, come on
Yeah,
down.
well, my wife was most of it. It's good. It's good. No.